Giovanni, I was just wondering how big a step up this is for Rangers this season in terms of this quality of opposition and how you deal with that.
Well, it's we're playing against one of the top sides in Europe. It's of course it's very nice for us to be still involved in Europe. So when you are involved in Europe after the winter break, you're gonna play against a very good opposition. So we are relishing the challenge to play against a top side, and we just go out and try to go to the next round. So for us, it's a challenge and very good to be involved still in Europe.
Joshua Barry, please.
Hi Gio, Dortmund have a pretty poor defensive record in the Bundesliga. You'll know that they like to commit a lot of men to the turnover to try and win the ball back high. Is that an area that you think your team could have some success in the transitional moments tomorrow?
Well, I think those moments are always very special and very important in games, and especially against good sides. You don't get a lot of chances, and those are moments you can create some danger. Of course, we have analyzed Dortmund very well. They won the weekend with 3-0, but had a spell was I think less than they wanted, but I think it's still a quality side with good players, good coach. So it will be a difficult game for us, but a game we want to play and relish.
Rahman, please.
Hi Giovanni, can you give us an update on Ryan Jack's fitness? Is he going to be available for both legs? Leon Balogun also. And can you just confirm, is Filip Helander not in your Europa squad?
Well, Filip is not in our squad. We have limited spaces, unfortunately, to get players registered. So for me to put Helander out was a difficult decision, of course, because I know he's a very important player still for us. But we only played the first 60 minutes after so many months, so he's not in the squad. Leon is not available for tomorrow. Hopefully, he will be available for next week. And Ryan trained as normal the last couple of days, so is fit to come with us to Germany.
David Edgar, please.
I've got a question for Alan.
Yep.
Alan, you've played almost a record number of games for Rangers in Europe. When the team goes to play a match like this, when it's maybe different with the domestic game, what are the kind of main differences in terms of the outlook? Because you're not going to have as much possession, and obviously the defence might have to sit a bit deeper.
Obviously, all European games are different. I think they're very different to domestic games. I think the European games, the opposition play a different way. But as the boss says, we've analysed that. We'll go out and try and do our best. Obviously, you want to try and win every game, although it will be difficult because of a top opposition. But I think the sort of way the game goes in Europe is different than domestic.
Andrew McLean, please.
Hi, a question for Giovanni. Giovanni, a lot is said about the Westfalenstadion and the atmosphere there. There's only going to be 10,000 supporters there, whereas you'll have 50,000 supporters at Ibrox next week. Could that play into your hands at all in this tie?
Well, of course, it's different to play for 10,000 people than with a full stadium. We know the differences. We had those games in the season also with both full stadiums and less crowd. But still we're facing a good team so. For me, that's no difference. We just have to go out and perform. It's two games. We know we have the game in hand next week at home, so we want to have a good result to take back with us to Rangers. As good as possible. So, and next week we have the second game at home with full capacity and full crowd, full backing. So the difference is there, but you know, our aim is the same, to get the best result possible.
Michael Grant, please.
Hi, Gio. It looks as if Haaland is going to be missing the game for Dortmund. I wonder how big a factor you think that is, and how you approach the game. Or is there an element of relief that you won't be coming up against them?
Well, I mean, it's, you know, no doubt everyone recognizes the talent he has, the player he is. I mean, he's one of the top strikers in the world. So, yes, of course, it's for us. It's just a case to also prepare the game without him. I mean, Dortmund have been playing without him for weeks. So for me, that's you know, just prepare the players in which opposition we will face. Also the qualities of the players. So looks like he's almost back to play. But you know, everyone recognizes his talent. But we have to prepare the game in which players we face, and it looks like he won't be in the squad tomorrow. But if he is, you know, we're gonna prepare as well if he was playing. So, but the quality he has, I mean, there's no doubt he is a good player.
Mark Dingwall, please.
Volunteer. Alfredo Morelos has enjoyed a superb run under yourself. For a game like this, do yourself and Roy and your staff, do you coach him specifically for a role, or do you allow him to play his natural game to seek out the areas where he enjoys playing?
I think it's a combination. Of course, you have players who will play, you know, with their intuition at moments of the game, and I think we have to give that freedom to players, not only to Alfredo, but also, you know, especially of course the strikers. So they will have, you know, they are able to play with intuition. But you want to have your shape, you want to have your defensive and offensive shape as a team, and you know, Alfredo has a big role in that. So yes, of course, he at moments he has to take the position we want him to become dangerous and to become better and better shaped as a team. But there are moments he has freedom to do whatever he feels, you know, in those situations. You know, he's one of the players who can do that. We have, you know, especially strikers. Ryan is also a player who has the freedom to do whatever in areas we want him to be. So I think it's a combination.
We'll do Stephen McGowan and then Chris Jack just to finish, please.
Hello, Giovanni. Can I just ask, I mean, I guess a team of the calibre of Dortmund, kind of favourites to win the Europa League, do you learn so much about your players? Is this the kind of game you want to be playing in for that reason?
I mean, well, we're you know, we are football players. We are managers. We want to play against best opposition possible in all the competition we have. So I think it's normal. You want to you are a player to live the moments we are facing now, playing in Europa League, playing against Borussia Dortmund. You know, those are the games you want. And so that's why you work hard, you know, from when you're young to be able to play these games. So yes, you know, everyone is excited and ready to play this game against the big opposition in a nice stadium. So yeah, we have to make sure we're gonna enjoy the game and make sure we are good prepared and try to win this tie. So that's what you want in life. That's what you want in football, to have challenges, to face challenges, and to overcome the challenges.
And Chris, go ahead, please.
Hi, Gio. You spoke last week about Alfredo's contract situation and hoping to open discussions with him. Joe Aribo and Ryan Kent are in a similar situation. Are they two players who you have spoken to about extending their contracts, or do you plan to do that anytime soon?
No, I haven't spoken with them about extending contracts or new talks. I mean, that's something obviously the club will do in the near future. So it's just make sure we we have the future well planned. Of course, these are players who are very important for our club, for our team. So, I think the talks will begin. But it's obviously, the players with these qualities you want to have as long as possible with your club.